Good morning everybody, welcome to the 12th of August 2024. A new thing for me today, I get to welcome my first Warmshowers guest. I'll include a link in the description as to what Warmshowers is. I've had a profile for Warmshowers for a while and never really pursued it. Anyway, this year I decided to go and pay the subscription, minimal subscription, and hopefully offer a service to cycle tourists who need accommodation. So I built my profile, and that started with adding things like the services I can offer, or first of all what I can offer accommodation wise. So I can offer tent, cooking, toilet facilities, spare room, sofa, all the boxes I can tick. But also I've also said I can offer bike repairs and bike storage and various things. So I had a message from a lady, and I've not delved into her profile or anything. All I know is I'm sure she's from America. She got into the country a few days ago. I've pinged a few messages backwards and forwards with regards various little bits of snippets of cycling information and knowledge of the country and where we are, and I've often thought how my first cycling tourist guests, how the experience would unfold. Well, it's at the moment yet it's unfolding at the max, because 9 o'clock 2 days ago I got a message. This is 9 o'clock at night. I got a message with a photograph. Mangled derailleur. I'm in a nature reserve, and it's getting dusk. So, and I've always thought if anybody's ever in the mire on the bike on a tour, I'm there to help, without any shadow of a doubt. So I didn't have to shoot off to Nottingham. I managed to orchestrate a recovery situation, or get her recovered and delivered to her host that night by Rizal Sappi. You know his videos. I'll include his video in his channel, link in the description. So he came up trumps. He stepped up to the plate, and it's got to be knocking at the door of 9:45 at night, 10 o'clock at night now. She's over an hour's walk from a host in Attenborough Nature Reserve. The host is not too far from Trent Bridge in Nottingham. Bit of a trek. So we stepped up to the plate. We got her recovered to a host. She's coming to me today. We've got parts ordered for the bike. They're being delivered to my place here in Mansfield sometime today before 10 o'clock tonight. It's Amazon. Who knows what time we'll be mending the bike, but it'll be done today. So this is my first experience of hosting Warmshowers. Everything up to yet, everything I thought I could possibly encounter as a host seems to be unfolding before my very eyes. I've got to pop down to the local railway station when she lets me know she's on the way to collect her from the station, because the bike's inoperable. So everything I can do as a Warmshowers host I've got to do. So first of all, let me show you the room. So this is my guest's room here at Madness Manor. I don't know what people expect when they visit a Warmshowers host, but I'd like to think I can match or better the normal. I would consider it as a failure on my part if I don't. I've even got a welcome guest book. I do hope she does write in it. So the day's going to unfold. I don't know whether she's going to be camera shy or not. It doesn't matter, because I'll still make a video on the experience. So welcome to my first little section of my first warm showers hosting experience, and I'll get you on the next clip. Oh, coffee time. So I've reached that point of what isn't done now remains undone. My guest is making her way from Nottingham. All I've got to do is sit here and enjoy a pot of coffee, which I'm going to do. And I know warm showers is all about couch surfing and tenting your garden or whatever. I've been looking on warm showers, and I'm actually the only, so I'm pouring the coffee out. I'm actually the only host for 12 miles, I think. I think my nearest house is probably Calverton, and probably another one between Ollerton and Newark, and going the other way. There may be one in Worksop, I don't know whether there's anybody. Anyway, I was looking on the map and I was surprised actually to find that I'm in a warm showers desert, which is what prompted me early in the year to pay my subscription up and make a bit more effort into doing this. Anyhow, house is as ready as it's going to ever be. Now, the lady is my first warm showers host. I'm not new to hosting. I'm not new to having guests. I'm new to having guests that matter. I'm not saying the others didn't matter. Cycle tourists matter. And I believe as a cycle tourist myself, although sort of mini little tours now, anything I can do to help another along the way, I will do. So anybody is welcome to stay here for an overnight or a stopover, a late night arrival, an early start in the morning, come and dry out, come and mend your bike, whatever. But you will have to be a member of the warm showers group, fraternity, or whatever it is. I certainly won't host anybody who's not recognising what we are. So it's coffee time. Time to take a breather. Car's ready to go and pick her up. That is going to be an experience for her in itself, because the one I use for camping and bike stuff is pretty much a wreck, so that's a good eye opener for her. And the rest is done, ready, dusted, looking forward to it. I don't know what to say other than the fact I'm working blind. We have spoken on the phone. I have this morning, I have looked at her profile with a bit more in depth, and it's seems to, I'm lucky that I've got an interesting person coming to stay. The other thing I've thought it greatly in depth about is that it's a lady travelling on her own. Now, I read all the stuff about women in cycling, and I think it's such a shame that they don't, and often, and I believe it's something driven by the great British press, that we have this demarcation line put in the tyre tracks of we have women cyclists or women on bikes, men on bikes, and I believe that divide is greatly entrenched by the press, including the cycling press. So whilst I'm rabbiting on my video waiting for my guest to arrive, I'm going to say it's time the press stopped entrenching people to one side or the other of being a woman cyclist or a man cyclist. And I'm going to identify as a person on a bike from now on. Catch you later, guys. I'll enjoy my coffee. I need to lean over and turn the camera off, and as you know, I don't cut anything out of my videos. House is looking good. From today, you don't need to wipe your feet on the way out. See you. Welcome back to Madness Manor, guys. I've got Helen with me.
Hello.
She's got mechanicals. Let's give you a bit of a demo of what we've got occurring. That's the mangled derailleur. That's the replacement overnighted on Amazon. That is another busted bit we're sorting out with Kona and Sheffield. Hope they come up trumps. I'm going to let Helen just say something about luggage straps, possibly.
The luggage straps, or the...
Isn't that what you hooked it onto?
It was the stay, the stay for the fender stays. I had bungee strapped, yeah, onto the fender stay instead of on my rack. And I had gone over some metal barrier that was on somewhere on, complicated, but yeah.
Route 6.
Well, I diverted from Route 6 a little bit to go through the nature park, the Attenborough Reserve. But part of the trail was closed, so I had to find a way around that. And I found this lovely path, but yeah, I had to get my bike over this one barrier. And I think then something snapped, and I was just trying to rush a little bit, and I was saying, oh, I'll look at it when I get there, but I really should have taken a minute, taken my bags off, assessed what was going on, because when I shifted, I think I shifted to like second gear or something, and then I heard a big snap. I thought my spokes broke because that snap was so big, but the derailleur had just gotten caught by that fender stay that came loose, and then kind of got all tangled up. So I actually called my bike shop back home, which was open at the time, and they helped kind of figure out a game plan with me of how to at least get it so I could walk the bike, because at the time it was, couldn't move the tire at all. And so I was able to kind of remove the derailleur from the cassette and just started walking it. And I contacted Andrew, and we'd been in contact, and just said, there's an issue. I probably won't be there tomorrow. Do you have any bike shops to recommend in Nottingham? And Andrew was able to call a friend who lived nearby, and
got the helicopter in. got your airlifted out.
But we
then you parachuted into your next host, and
it's amazing.
Yeah,
full treatment. We met up, and I got my bike in his car. He got me to my host, and just walked the bike to the train today. Came up here, and Andrew had already ordered the replacement derailleur, and I didn't realize that we also needed this hanger bit, which did not come with the derailleur, because I'm learning bike specific. We're contacting some people, contacting Kona, and we'll see what we can find.
Anybody who's considering a bike tour, consider the fact there's over 500 versions of that. Lesson learned by Helen's cost is take a spare with you. So that's it for this little blog. We're going to chew the fat, chill, and get some dinner, and hopefully we'll be repairing the bike tomorrow, and I'll catch you a bit later on in the blog. So like I said in the introduction to the video, I'm not new to hosting, just new to Warmshowers hosting, and anybody who visits me has to endure this little ritual of a welcome snack. And the welcome snack is Melton Mowbray pork pie, which is produced in Melton Mowbray, and it's the only place in the country that can produce Melton Mowbray pork pie. And this is it here, and Helen's had a second piece. And the other one is Stilton cheese, and that is called mature blue Stilton, That is produced in the village of my birth, so obviously people have to endure that, and also we have to endure, or they have to endure, which is good for me, various English beers, a selection of. What is even better is hopefully they don't like the beer, and I can drink it. We haven't tried that yet. That's sort of very much an evening thing, but it's served the proper way, from the kitchen work surface and not the fridge. But seeing as though Helen's had 2 pieces of pork pie, I think it's only fair that she gets to tell you about it. Did I tell you about the English mustard, the Coleman's English mustard, which is traditionally produced in Norwich?
Yeah, delicious. I really like the spicy mustard, the cheese. Yeah, it's such a particular flavor, but delicious. Yeah, that pork pie, it's got everything. It's got the flaky, buttery crust, and I can't really decipher the taste or the texture of that like gelatin layer, but I can see how it like keeps the crust from getting soggy.
The gelatin layer is between the meat and the pastry, and this is very thin on this. I mean, some of the pork pies have quite a lot of gelatin in there, and it is gelatine actually. It is a gelatine thing. So thank you for being a guinea pig.
Yeah, anytime.
Warmshowers hosting apparently isn't all that bad. Catch you later, guys. Well, we've got to the following morning of having my Warmshowers guest for the evening. She's still upstairs, yet to surface. It's fairly early in the morning actually. It's only probably about 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. So we had a lovely meal of salad and quiche, and I shared some traditional sort of local food, and some pork pie and Stilton cheese, some English beer, and we chatted, and we sat out here outside looking at in this meteorite storm, do they call it, so we saw some of those going over. Lovely philosophical conversations about life and what have you. So whether I've dropped lucky on my first Warmshowers guest, I don't know, but it's certainly, the whole experience has been really conducive and pleasant, and actually what I hope for. Like I've said, I've managed to offer assistance with problems. The bike's going to get sorted today. I'm going to conclude the video and live it today after breakfast actually. I think she's going to stay another night because we're waiting some parts which we managed to source. Hopefully they're going to get into Sheffield today. But then if all else fails, obviously Helen's got deadlines to be elsewhere, so we can sort that out. She can take a bike of mine, or there's ways and means. I guess I've not discussed it with, I guess all the hosts down the line know the situation, and we'll get a bike fixed one way or another. And the UK is actually, it's a small country and so accessible in general by transit, shall we say, trains, buses and that. It's accessible if you're fortunate enough to live on those routes. It can be very inaccessible if you don't have transit, what we do here in Mansfield. So if you are thinking of coming to Mansfield as a Warmshowers guest, yeah, you're welcome here. We do have good transit links. I've been on the Warmshowers Facebook page or group or whatever it is this morning, and on the site actually, just sort of getting the gist, just learning more about it, because I kept myself blind as to what was happening, because I don't want to look at other people's experiences and potentially live in my mind those experiences of what might happen. Although I'm making a vlog for other people to watch, I didn't even look at Helen. I looked at Helen's profile, obviously on Warmshowers. I didn't even look at her social media until yesterday morning, because I didn't want to prejudge who was coming, what was happening. So I just said yes to a request to stay, and the rest is part of history unfolding now, I guess. So we'll have breakfast. I don't know what time we'll have breakfast. I'm easy on breakfast. I don't mind if it's, as long as we get it before midday. And then we'll endeavour to get the bike repaired, and failing that, we'll have a bit of a tour on the area. In the area, I've got a couple of various bikes to use. So I'll bring you back late in the day for another update with regards what sort of night she's had. Whether telling her what to appear on camera or not, I don't know, but it was very good of her to appear yesterday. And so I'll catch you a little bit later on in the day, and then I'll get this online so you can see it. In the meantime, black coffee. So I guess we've come to the conclusion of my first Warmshowers hosting experience. My Warmshowers host, and believe it or not, she's still here.
Hello.
So actually, it was my first hosting, and it's your first experience. It's exactly what I expected it to be. And we've still got to get your bike sorted out, but that'll be sorted, and you'll be away. So thank you for being my first Warmshowers guest.
Yeah, it's been fun. Did some riding around town together on borrowed bikes, I was borrowing a bike. I was borrowing one of your bikes. It's nice to have some washing done. Always nice, and yeah, very lovely stay.
And I guess that's all we need, isn't it, for Warmshowers? So I am going to produce another video now I've found Warmshowers hosting to be successful. I'm going to make another video on what we can offer in Mansfield for cycle tourists, because it's very much a forgotten area when it comes to being on the map for cycle tourism. Even though we have National Cycle Network Route 6 past the town's front door, as it were. I think I've said earlier in the video, I'm the only host, I think, in an 11-mile radius, or probably even 15-mile radius. So I've tried to step up my game and make sure it's and everything's right for Helen. So please watch the video, please enjoy, and you're welcome to come and see us. So thank you.